What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, I'm going to talk about like the painful symptoms and the painful physical body symptoms of experiencing a twin flame connection, pretty much. Now, I'm not going to go into detail. I'm not going to explain what a twin flame connection is. There's a lot of information out there. There's good information. There's also misinformation. But honestly, within a twin flame experience and or journey, it's pretty much, it's basically an individual thing, pretty much. It's an individual spiritual awakening, pretty much. So let's get to it. So with the twin flame connection, the painful symptoms is the fact that you're going to feel a lot of heart pains. Now me, I'm 27, but I've experienced two twin flame connections. I've experienced two twin flame connections. One back in 2017, and it lasted, I'm talking about like the painful symptoms from 2017 all the way to 2021 or 2022, I'll say. Then it stopped, it died down for like a year. No, what year? Oh no, we're in the year 2024. Damn. So no, because my first twin flame experience, I've experienced all the painful symptoms. I stopped experiencing it for a certain amount of months, and then I've met another twin flame. A twin flame is, I guess it's not a person, but it's more so of an energy. So what I've learned is that it's an energy. So it could transfer from one person to another person. You can still have two twin flames, but the energy can't transfer. And now you're continuing with your healing journey. It's pretty much a trauma bond, pretty much. So this person will kind of like, this person is a, what's the word? This person is pretty much used as a vessel to trigger your traumas, to trigger your insecurities and your generational trauma from family bloodlines, so you can heal that trauma and so you can face it. And there's also a lot of karmic baggage that you haven't healed from, apparently, from your past lives. I'm not saying these are facts, but this is what I've learned from. And this is why it takes so long, and the healing journey is so grueling, because you're healing your ancestral trauma, your past life trauma, and you're playing out the collective trauma in some way. So this is why people who are in twin flame connections, they have fucked up backgrounds, or they've experienced a lot of fucked up situations, or why it's so painful and shit like that. This is why twin flames, they're always in situations to where they meet at the wrong time, or there's a huge age gap, or like they're either married, or they're either taken, or they're either having family, they're either having kids, and the other one doesn't. So it's very fucked up, pretty much. It's meant for spiritual growth, pretty much. This is why it's so painful. This is why it's a trauma bond. Some people say twin flames aren't meant to be together. And honestly, it depends on your life mission and your soul contract. Depends what the fuck your soul or God wanted you to experience with that twin flame. So some are meant to be together, some are not, depending on their life situation, pretty much. So that's how it is, pretty much. So that's pretty much what it is. I'm not gonna go too much into detail. There's information out there. So the physical symptoms, a lot of heart and chest pains. This shit is so fucking grueling, to the point where it'll have you screaming. There are times where like I'll feel a lot of heart and chest pains, and I always get checked up by the doctors, and I'll never experience no type of heart or chest pains. And it was so bad to where like there are times where I'll scream or I'll yell, and like I'll like kind of like collapse to the floor or ground. I can't explain it, but as you're experiencing this, you're grieving and you're crying and you're having all these heart pains. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? When the first time I experienced it. But as I'm going through the twin flame experience since 2017 up until now, pretty much 7 years, pretty much, is like I'm used to it, but like I know what to expect, but it's still painful. I still have no control over it. So it's trippy. It's like you're feeling. It's like I don't know. Like I'm not sure if you're feeling this person's energy or if you're connected to that person, but you're having a heart chakra purge. You're having a heart chakra activation. Your heart chakra is this location. So maybe if it's purging, if it's activating, then it's gonna purge out a lot of pent up trauma when it comes to rejection, abandonment, hurt from like people, hurt from society. All the trauma is gonna purge out, pretty much. But it's a slow process. It's why it's so painful, and it's fucking ongoing. Because like I said, you're also healing your past life trauma, this lifetime's trauma, and ancestral family's trauma, apparently, because it's why it's so long. You also experience a lot of sexual energy. So this is where you get your telepathy from, where like where you and this person, it feels like you two are having like astral sex in a way. Because like I can't explain it. It's like where you can't get this person off your mind. You always think about this person, and you feel very aroused. It's not an obsession, but it's more so like, because it's out of your control, and it's like you can literally feel this person making love to you, like from a fucking 4D, 5D level and shit like that. So you can't get this person off your mind. You feel this pretty, like you're feeling this person's energy, and now you can actually, it gets tricky. It's a lot to explain, but I'm saying from my own experience, where like you can actually, like, the more you think about this person, the more you're you're like thinking of you making love to that person, the more you're gonna feel it. It doesn't happen every day, but it happens in certain days or certain life or in certain circumstances or certain days, or it happens randomly pretty much, and it's so intense. Like feel like you two are making love pretty much. What I've learned is that supposedly you two are making love in the astral realm, like both of your higher selves or both of your spirits are making love and shit like that, or either that and or you two are sending each other sexual energy. The other person cannot, just because you're aware of it, the other person you're dealing with, this person could very well be not aware of what the fuck is going on. Usually the person who's aware of the twin flame connection, they have a feminine energy. It doesn't matter the gender, it matters about the energy. So you could be a male and have feminine energy, divine feminine. Or you could be a female, you get masculine energy, the divine masculine. That happens. Me in this lifetime, I'm the divine feminine, and my twin flames, they're the masculines pretty much. They have masculine energy, I have more feminine energy pretty much. This is why I'm aware of this twin flame connection. That's why I'm making the videos, and it's rare to see guys with that. But this is how it is though, because most twin flames usually women who have the feminine, who holds the feminine energy. But I'm a guy, but in my twin flames it's a female, but I have the feminine energy pretty much. So that's what it is pretty much. So, but yeah, so you will feel a lot of telepathic fucking and sex pretty much, and sexual energy. Another thing, you're gonna cry a lot, you're gonna purge out a lot, there's a lot of grief. It was so intense, even separation anxiety, to where like, because all this shit, I'm telling you, this is why we don't have free will, because like you meet this person at a predestined event, and then you feel this person's energy, you have no control over what the fuck you're experiencing when it comes to crying, purging, sexual energy, heart pains, your chakras overstimulating, constant grieving and crying. You can't get this person off your mind. Seeing synchronicities that remind you of that person. I still see signs from the fucking universe or whatever the fuck every fucking day. So this shit's out of your control. That's why I say we don't have free will. We don't. Like, when it comes to the people you meet, the family you're born into, the life you're in, all that shit is happening at a predestined life situation out of your control. It seems like it. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have free wills like that. Apparently the purpose of it is so you can heal and increase your vibration or the spiritual awakening. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's just fucking annoying. So this shit will drive you crazy, because it's like you meet this person, you have all these feelings for this person, you love this person showed you interest, and now it just seems it gets snatched away from you. And as it gets snatched away from you, you're experiencing all the pain that comes with it, like crying, grieving, getting this person off your mind, and now you feel this person's energy, and it's fucked up. There's a lot of life stories that people talk about how painful and grueling it is. It's fucking stupid. This is how it is. But for me, in my case, ever since I met my twin flame, it's hard for me to connect with other dating partners like that, because it just seems so shallow, or it's like it just seems so surface level, because you have such a strong bond with that person. It's like you can act like your genuine self. You feel like this person's your home. You feel comfortable with that person. It's so passionate, it's so intense. And once you can't be around this person, trying to date other people is like there's none of that. You know what I'm saying? So this is why it's hard for people to like date other people after they met their twin flame, because it's just so intense pretty much. And that's happening in my case as well. It is possible you can't date other people, but it's not going to feel as intense pretty much, and less triggering, because the twin flame is pretty much a fucking trauma bond pretty much. That's what it is. Yes, other soulmates are trauma bond, like karmic soulmates, but I'm talking about like soulmates or like people who you're attracted to, but it's gonna feel weird. It's hard to explain. So you're gonna cry a lot of grieving, a lot of sexual energy. You can't get this person off your mind. There's a lot of obsessive thinking. Even it was crazy, because there were times where like I'll force myself to not think about this person while I was driving, and I was going insane that I was spazzed out while I was driving in the car, because I couldn't get this person off my mind. It's like this person was forced in my mind. It was so bad, like to the point where I couldn't get this person off my mind all day. So I was getting headaches to where my head was hurting. And like it was just too much to handle. It was like I was frustrated and I was mad, because I consider myself as a very logical person, especially since I've watched and I've studied a lot of spiritual information. I'm not saying I'm very spiritual, I have spiritual gifts, but I've studied, I'm into spirituality, so I know the reasons why I'm thinking about a person, or why shit is happening to me from a spiritual perspective when it comes to anything in life, through family, through work situations, through people, anything. I know the spiritual aspects of it, because I've studied a lot, and because I love it pretty much. It's part of my passion, so, and I love it pretty much. So me having that type of information logic is like, I'm aware that this person's my twin flame. I'm aware that I would know is a possibility that we're not meant to be together. It's just the purpose of it is to heal trauma. But it's like I still have no control over it. I still feel the symptoms. I still feel pain. I still spaz out because I can't get this person off my mind. Especially since this is my second twin flame connection. So I know what to expect. It's like I still have no control over it. So that's how strong, that's how intense it is pretty much. It's fucking crazy. So, yeah. So yeah, you pretty much have no control over it. There's a lot of people, they make a lot of videos, but they don't have as much solutions, or they talk about how fucking hard it is. Because you feel this person's energy. It's like, it just seems like you and this person, both of your hearts are fucking connected. It's like you feel this person's heartbeat. And that's the thing too, where there are instances where like you're gonna feel a lot of heart palpitations. You're gonna feel times where like your heart is beating extremely fast out of nowhere, and it just seems like you're feeling this person's energy. It's like this person's like right next to you. So you literally feel this person's energy. You feel this person's anxiety and their emotions pretty much. Yeah, if you do feel this person's emotions, you do. I'm not sure if it's all the time, because I'm not sure if people are in twin flame connections. I'm not sure if they're like used to it now or it feels normal, but like I can't say without, there are certain days where you can feel this person's energy more intensely compared to the other days pretty much. So that's how it is. Another thing, once you stop seeing this person, obviously you're gonna feel a lot of pain, you're gonna feel a lot of abandonment, and this person's gonna do things that's gonna trigger the fuck out of you, where this person is ignoring you or rejecting you, and they're not doing it out of that, they're just doing it out of the energy. They're doing this shit out of fear. This is where you get your runner chaser dynamic. It's that obsession pretty much. So you feel a lot of heart pains, you feel a lot of sexual energy, you can't get this person off your mind, you feel this person's energy. You see a lot of synchronicities and the universe showing you signs about this person, whether it be through people, through names, through songs. Your life will add up to that person pretty much. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So, what else? You feel like you're going crazy. You feel like you're going through this alone. You feel like people can't relate to you. As you meet this person, you go through spiritual awakening. Life feels different. You have an ego death. You question your life. You question things that interest you. Your life changes. Your interest and you do more soul searching. You want to learn more about yourself, and it's grueling. It's a grueling process. Like people call it the dark night of the soul. Yeah, pretty much that's what happened to me. Both of these twin flames, so where after we separated, there's a lot of crying, a lot of grieving, and it doesn't matter how long you meet this person. You can know this person for like a year, for a couple months, or weeks. It doesn't even matter if you date this person or not. The energy is still there. It's still intense. So you feel like you two know each other because the connection is that fucking strong. So when you two finally separate, go your own ways, you're gonna feel all that abandonment issues, all the trauma that your ancestral fucked up family endured. You had to experience that same thing from your past lives and this lifetime's trauma. Because unfortunately, apparently, most twin flames who are on these journeys and connections, they all have one thing in common: they all come from very dysfunctional families in traumatic situations. Because this is how God or life or this reality or this 3D realm set this shit up pretty much in that fucking order. So that's how it is pretty much. So yeah, it's very painful. You have no control over it. You do have control when it comes to your healing work, but I'm saying you don't have control when it comes to the heart pains, when it comes to the sexual energy, when it comes to you can't stop thinking about this person, to you feeling again heart pains and like sadness and random emotions and a lot of grief, and because your body's purging out a lot of trauma. So you're gonna cry a lot. You're gonna purge out. You're gonna release a lot of anger. You're gonna release a lot of trauma from your generational curses, pretty much. And your chakra system is gonna overstimulate, like the heart chakra, your sacral chakra, and all these other, your crown chakra, all these other chakras, pretty much. Yeah, but that's all I gotta say. And those are the symptoms I'm currently experiencing. And it's rough, but just try to use it to the best of your ability to get off your comfort zone and to let it inspire you to become the best version of yourself, spiritually, physically, mentally. When it comes to living your life, put yourself out there, meet new people, get off your comfort zone, and it will force you to become the greatest version of yourself. And it is fucked up, it is painful, because like I said, it does feel like you met the love of your life, but now it just seems like God or the universe kind of snatched that shit away from you, and it's kind of like a fucking joke or like a fuck you, because wow, like you really let me meet or experience the love of my life for you to take that shit away from me. That's what people feel like. People feel jaded with that shit, and I understand why, because the connection is so strong. But the purpose of it, unfortunately, is to heal trauma. you know. So yeah, but that's all I gotta say. Have a good one, and I hope this video helps. And it's confirmation, if you're going crazy, this video is for you. You're not alone, and no, you're not going crazy. And let me know if you have any questions, and have a good one. Peace.